Hello and welcome to the debate on Undertale. Have a seat and enjoy as our hosts this evening discuss the fate of Undertale in the realms of opinion. On this side, we have our lovable snake pal, Boh.
Hi there.
And, no, he isn't supposed to represent the devil, but, enough with the emails, please. And of course, on the other side, we have O, arguing against the game. Now with that, we shall begin our opening arguments. Boh, please enlighten the audience with your first statement.
I guess I'd like to start out by mentioning how Undertale already managed to hold a special place in my heart. So my opinion may be sort of biased in that regard.
Well, I hate it.
Now, let the snake speak.
Yeah.
Thanks. So yeah, Undertale is a game that perfectly tells its story with a fantastic soundtrack, surprising twists and turns, and a whole cast of lovable characters that are very memorable.
Would you cut it out with the fluff? Let's be honest, all of these characters are tropes. Insecure nerd, hothead, cartoon villain, pun guy, they all resemble existing things. Undertale is an obvious cesspool of overused ideas.
What? No, it isn't. Just because the characters are inspired doesn't mean they are direct rip-offs. Besides, execution of ideas is more important than the ideas themselves.
But do you seriously think that text boxes with little sound effects is a good execution of an idea? It's so easy to make that you could probably make this game yourself and get just as much praise.
Actually, yes, I do think that the text boxes work just fine. These characters don't need voices. The music is what gives these characters the emotions that the player is supposed to feel. The way I felt when I was traversing through the underground was perfectly exemplified by the soundtrack. Not to mention the amazing final boss theme.
Yeah, well, even if the music is good, that doesn't change the fact that the game is just flat out lazy sometimes.
Lazy? How so?
Well, for starters, the puzzles. These, undeniably, aren't very clever or original. They also have no correlation with anything in the narrative, making them feel like a waste of your time. Even if the game tries to make it a part of the story, that doesn't justify the lackluster design. If you're going to tell me it was fun to sift through the puzzles just to wait for the characters to come back on screen, then I think you'd be lying to yourself.
I guess they were kinda lazy, huh?
Not to mention the pixel art, which has its fair share of being lazy as well. Long hallways with nothing in them, and just flat out no graphics at times.
I guess I see your point, but in defense of the pixel art, I'd have to say it's probably a creator limitation than an actual problem. As long as the idea is portrayed well enough, the blackness can be justified.
Yeah, make up whatever you want. At the end of the day, my point still stands.
Hey, oh.
What?
How about I give you a laydown as to why I love this game so much? You might learn a thing or two.
Fine, go on. Give your little heartfelt nonsense.
Okay, so as I already mentioned, the soundtrack and the story have this level of pure fusion that immerses the player. I'll admit that the game has its shortcomings, like the random difficulty shifts and the way the puzzles feel like they're self-contained, but in my opinion, the game stands strong on its narrative-driven roots. The story is so fun and lovable, and it's what kept me going through the whole game. And hey, it did take me out of this world and put me into theirs. I could go on for hours as to why this game works so well, but the magic of Undertale comes from the experience. The first time I played this game, it was magical, and I was extremely immersed. Undertale shows what RPGs are supposed to be about. Instead of trying to be as realistic as possible, the game plays by its own rules, letting you interpret a unique charm of its own world. It's simply a marvelous game that feels like it has little cherries on top everywhere you look. I can't get over it. It has some great polish, and the designer clearly understands how and why people play games.
Boh, you're rambling again.
Honestly.
Stop it.
Sorry.
Okay, so I get it. It's a neat little world that takes you on a little joyride, but if I'm being honest, the game still doesn't look that good. But since you like it so much, I'll submit. It's a good game. I repeat, good. Not great. Now, let's cut the bullshit. Where's your fan art?
What?
You heard me. Where is it?
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
You're clearly a little fanboy. Now let's see that fan art, buddy.
No, I'm not.
Also, doggies. Woof woof. You like dogs, right?
Oh, fuck, does it? Don't forget Tabby! Tabby's a fucking riot, eh, guys? God fucking damn it!